Welcome to Restaurant ROI Roundup. I'm Ryan Taylor, and today we're unpacking the art of storytelling, how to craft engaging content that resonates with diners and drives measurable revenue. If you run 1 to 8 locations, you don't need a film crew or a brand agency. You need simple, authentic narratives that make people hungry, build trust, and nudge action. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through story pillars for your restaurant, a plug-and-play framework for posts and videos, visual and platform tips, repurposing strategies, local SEO boosts, and how to track ROI so you can double down on what works. By the end, you'll have a weekly content plan and a checklist to launch 3 story-driven campaigns this month. Let's get into why storytelling works. Stories stick because the brain assigns priority to meaning and emotion. When a guest hears a narrative about your grandmother's pozole recipe or the farmer who harvested your tomatoes at sunrise, their hippocampus ties sensory detail to memory, making recall easier when hunger strikes. Emotion also reduces perceived risk. A first-time diner may fear wasting money. A story that shows care, craft, and social proof lowers that anxiety. Finally, trust is built through consistent human details. Names, places, timeframes, and obstacles you overcame to deliver a great meal. Compared with a generic fresh, delicious, best-in-town claim, a specific story creates mental images and proof. The result: more saves, more shares, higher menu interest, and a smoother path from discovery to reservation or online order. Let's define your story pillars, the repeatable themes that keep content focused and aligned with your brand. I recommend 6. Origin story, why you started, pivotal moments, the neighborhood you serve. Chef and team, backgrounds, passions, training, and what each person cares about. Signature dishes, the heroes on your menu and what makes them distinct. Sourcing and local partners, farms, fisheries, roasters, bakeries, and the relationships behind them. Community impact, charities, school nights, cultural events, sustainability practices. Guest experiences, memorable moments, traditions, and the little touches that earn loyalty. With these pillars, you avoid random posts and create a library of narratives worth revisiting. Pick 3 to prioritize this quarter based on your growth goals: bookings, takeout, or private events, and rotate them weekly so your audience sees consistency and depth. Here's a simple framework you can plug into any format: hook, context, conflict, or challenge, resolution, call to action. Hook, a curiosity line or striking visual in the first 3 seconds. Context, who, where, and what we're talking about. Conflict, the hurdle you faced or the tension that makes the story interesting. Resolution, what you did and the outcome for the guest. Call to action, the next step that matches the story's momentum. Example, hook, this chili crisp almost didn't make it to the menu. Context, head chef Anna at your midtown kitchen. Conflict, finding heat without overpowering delicate dumplings. Resolution, balancing local Fresno chiles with black garlic oil after 6 test batches. CTA, try it this week. Limited jars available for dine-in and pickup. This structure works for reels, emails, and blog posts. Before you publish, choose a brand voice and values that guide every story. Are you warm and neighborly, bold and chef-driven, playful and family first, or refined and minimalist? Pick 3 adjectives and stick to them. Values clarify what you will champion: inclusivity, sustainability, heritage, craftsmanship, affordability, speed. Then translate that into language and visuals. Warm voices use contractions, first names, and simple sentences. Refined voices favor clean captions, negative space, and fewer exclamation points. Align values with actions. If you tout sustainability, show composting, seasonal menus, and vendor receipts. If you claim family first, spotlight kids' menu upgrades and early evening service. Consistency builds memory. Authenticity builds trust. When the tone matches the dining room experience, guests feel at home before they even walk in. Great dish stories turn appetite into action. Start with the ingredient journey, where it came from, who grew or caught it, and a detail that proves it, hand-harvested yesterday off Tamales Bay. Layer in the chef's inspiration, a childhood memory, a mentor's tip, or a creative constraint like gluten-free dough that actually shatters. Add cultural roots with respect. Credit the cuisine, pronunciations, and any adaptations you made for your audience. Finally, decide if scarcity or seasonality belongs. Limited runs and short seasons create urgency, but be honest and specific about dates and quantities. On camera, show hands, textures, steam, and the first bite. In captions, name the farmer, the technique, and the feeling guests can expect. Close with a clear next step. Culture stories show how you operate when no one's watching. Film short behind-the-scenes moments. Dough ball number 400 getting weighed, the espresso dial-in at 6:30 a.m., the lines high-five before doors open. Do staff spotlights that humanize the team. Meet Luis, our dishwasher turned prep lead, who can break down a case of kale in 7 minutes. Share shift rituals, family meal, playlist battles, birthday cake slices at close. And demonstrate how you treat guests, allergy protocols, kid-friendly touches, or how you handle mistakes with grace. Keep it candid, not corporate. Use names and specific details. These micro-stories build a sense of belonging, attract better staff, and signal to diners that the service standards match the flavor on the plate. User-generated content is the fastest trust builder you don't have to stage. Prompt it on menus and table tents. Tag at your restaurant and use your neighborhood eats for a chance to be featured. Train servers to mention it when dropping the check. Curate weekly. Save the best photos, reels, and reviews into folders by dish or pillar. For permissions, comment "We'd love to feature this." Reply "Yes" to grant us permission to use on our channels with credit, and screenshot the approval. For reviews, check the platform's terms. When in doubt, paraphrase and link. Always credit creators by handle and avoid editing their work beyond light crops. Mix in short testimonial videos captured on the patio. UGC amplifies social proof, lowers content costs, and reveals what guests actually love. Great stories fall flat without strong visuals and format. Follow these basics. 3-second hook. Lead with motion, a reveal, or a spicy sizzle. Natural light. Window light beats overheads. Kill mixed color temps. Sound. Crisp knife taps and pour sounds. Add subtitles for noisy feeds. Vertical framing. 9:16 for Reels, TikTok, and Stories. Center the subject. Captions. Right for skimmers. Front-load the value. Accessibility. Add alt text describing the scene in dish. Platform tips. Instagram Reels and TikTok favor short arcs, 30-45 seconds with one idea. Stories are your daily moments. Prep, specials, polls, and Q&A boxes. Email is for longer narratives and VIP offers, one story, one CTA. Your website and blog host evergreen stories that rank over time. Google Business Profile posts add local proof, specials, events, and dish spotlights with keywords and a booking link. Turn one story into 10 pieces without repeating yourself. Say you feature your mushroom pappardelle. Film a 35-second reel with the hook, context, conflict, resolution, CTA arc. Pull 5 behind-the-scenes frames into a carousel with captions. Extract a chef quote for an email teaser that links to your blog. On your blog, publish the full origin story with photos plus book, order, VIP, or event CTAs. Post a Google Business Profile update summarizing the mushrooms and adding Reserve Now with UTM tagged link. For cadence, try a simple 3-2-1. 3 short social stories, 2 story-driven posts, 1 email or blog each week. Collaborate to widen reach. Highlight your forager, thank your pasta supplier, co-host a charity night, or invite a micro-influencer for a kitchen tour with trackable offers. Storytelling also boosts local SEO and revenue tracking. Add keyword-rich snippets to dish pages, house-made mushroom pappardelle in San Rafael, and embed a 30-second video with transcript. Mark up menu items with structured data if your platform allows, and answer common Google Business Profile Q&A with story-led responses. On GBP, pin story-infused posts about specials and events. Track ROI with UTMs on reservation and order links, unique promo codes on flyers and influencer posts, and reservation tags like Story Reel in your booking system. Monitor KPIs weekly: reach, views, saves, profile taps, clicks, bookings, and revenue by campaign. A/B test hooks, from the forest to your fork versus how we perfected this sauce, thumbnails, and CTAs. Read comments and DMs for new story angles. Avoid pitfalls, overpolished ads that feel fake, tired cliches, cultural insensitivity, health claims you can't prove, and using UGC without permission. Quick start. Pick 3 pillars, write 1 story per pillar, film 1 30-45-second video each, add a matching CTA, schedule with UTMs, and review results in 7 days. Want to take your restaurant digital marketing to the next level? Call Scott Duncan at 707-391-3312. That's today's Restaurant ROI Roundup. We covered pillars, frameworks, visuals, platforms, repurposing, SEO, measurement, and pitfalls, giving you a simple weekly plan to win more diners consistently.